Hey guys, this is Nourah. Today I'm here to talk about a very favorite topic of mine, which is about my school, which is Southern Illinois School of Dental Medicine. Um, so I'm here to actually break some myths that students have about SIU School of Dental Medicine. One of the biggest myths they have is that SIU is the new school, which is not true. SIU has been here for so many years. It's actually one of the oldest schools in the Midwest. The only reason people think of it that way is because the international program is relatively new. It's about 6 years since the international program was started in the school. But the school itself is really, really old. And then the second myth that students have is that SIU accepts only green card holders and US citizens. That is not true. SIU does not have a preference for a visa, and I am living proof of that. I got accepted when I was on a visitor visa, and I have so many classmates who've been on F1, who've been on H4, so that is really not a constraint for you guys. And the third myth is SIU accepts only fresh graduates. That is not true. SIU, in fact, prefers students who have more experience and who are specialists. The reason is because at the school we are very clinically focused, and most of the complicated cases and full mouth rehabilitation cases are moved on to international students. So at the school they expect international students to have a lot of experience, but if you are a fresh grad but has had a lot of experience and you show the confidence to learn and adapt well, then you will get accepted too. So you shouldn't feel like I can't apply because Nourah is telling that they accept only students who have more experience. That's not true. They just have a preference for people who have a specialty. The fourth myth is that it's expensive to apply to SIU. It's expensive to go to SIU. The application fee for SIU is $20, which is the cheapest of any other school. And their bench fee, when they had a bench exam, was $350 for a bench that's 7 hours long. And last year, they did not have any fee when they had a virtual interview. When you look at the cost of attending the school, it is pretty expensive, but if you're making a comparison between SIU and a school like UCLA or NYU and see that the tuition at NYU or UCLA is cheaper than SIU, you're making kind of a mistake there, because the living expense is tremendously low if you go to SIU as compared to a place like New York or LA. So you need to make that comparison to find out which works out for you. The fifth concern is I can't go if I have a family because the schools are not so great. There are so many students here who have families and they live in Edwardsville, which is about 15 minutes away from where SIU is, and Edwardsville schools are ranked 9 out of 10. And they send their school students there, and some students even send their kids to Alton, where SIU is located, when your kids are going to elementary school. So that's not really a constraint either. Another myth is that SIU looks for research experience and that SIU is research focused. That is not true. If you're interested in research and you're in SIU, there are avenues for you to explore that, but SIU is a very clinically focused program. It's one school where you can gain a lot of clinical experience. So if you don't have research experience, you shouldn't feel like you can't apply. You can absolutely go ahead and apply. And there's a much bigger reason why you should apply to SIU, and that's because I am here at SIU and I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to guide you through it. So I think like you all should feel free to apply. Don't feel like it's difficult to get in because they only accept 6 students. SIU has a very fair way of reviewing the applications, and I've seen it myself. So when they invite very few candidates. It's not more than 25, and they accept 6 students. So if you get invited to the interview, you have a very, very high chance of getting into the school. So stay positive, and I hope to see many of you who are watching the video applying to the school this year. Good luck.